One of the questions I get asked a lot is, how does social media perception scores relate to guest satisfaction survey feedback? And there is a relationship between the two of them, but it's not as simple as one would think. Social media perception is measuring what people are saying about your brand over a specific period of time. However, when the actual experience occurred between the consumer who wrote about that experience is not necessarily always very clear in the context of the review. Guest satisfaction survey feedback, however, is typically dated and related to the time of the guest stay. So while you can compare and contrast the scores that you get from your social media with your guest satisfaction survey, overlaying them on top of one another is not necessarily comparing apples to apples. Because oftentimes when people write their reviews, it's weeks, potentially months after they've experienced something, whereas guest satisfaction surveys, particularly in the case of for hotels, is typically done within 7 to 10 days after the stay. The other thing also is that with guest satisfaction survey feedback, the set of data that comes back on a monthly basis is only viewable internally to your staff. Very few brands I know of openly share their guest satisfaction survey feedback in a public manner. However, the social media perception about your brand is there constantly. So it doesn't really matter if you have 1 review, 2 reviews, or 1,000 reviews. That's all in the public for people to see. So the influence of social media on perception towards your brand is incredibly useful and powerful, and it's something that needs to be monitored and managed closely.